Good morning, or depending when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told out of Voice of Radio, which is still a bit croaky, but we're getting there, ladies and gentlemen. We are getting there. And today we need to have a little bit of a chat, because we've had some official images revealed of some upcoming promo cards, which is really kind of cool. But one of the promos that went and got revealed is a promo we've never seen before. It's a promo which is definitely coming, because it's there, but we've never seen it, ladies and gentlemen. We've never seen it. And I've had a chat with a lovely Primal Lugia and Matthew Arrive and Stephen Kent, bunch of cool people. And nobody has any idea where this came from. And the simple answer is, it's not been revealed, it's not been announced, nobody knows. So starting off then, we've finally got official images of Leafeon V and Leafeon V Star. We did see the box previously, which is a little bit cool, but it was a little bit sad that we were kind of trying to make the most of what we could, peeking through the best image we've got. Well, no longer, ladies and gentlemen, we got nice clear images. Leafeon V does 30 damage and reduces damage by 30 next turn. All free energy, 180, and during your next turn, you can't use Slashing Strike. I said it at the time, and I'll happily say it again now. We've got a Leafeon V that came around in Evolving Skies that's got that amazing ability, lets you accelerate a grass energy. And to be perfectly blunt with you, I like that one a lot more than I like this one. And when I say a lot more, I mean it really isn't even remotely close. So, frankly, I like that there's new Leafeon V. And I like that there's an option. But whether I'm playing Leafeon V Max or Leafeon V Star, there is absolutely no way I'm playing this one. I'm playing the old one. Of course, worth pointing out that the old one has a regulation mark of E, and this one has a regulation mark of F. So therefore, we will get an extra year. There will be 1 year where, well, to put it bluntly, old Leafeon's gone, and new Leafeon still survives. Leafeon V Star, however, free energy, 180, and next turn it takes 30 less is fine. But it's got an ability, a V-Star power, which is Gusting. Switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon with their active. Incidentally, I've seen a few people asking about the language behind these kind of things. During your turn, you may. All that's really saying is you can't use it on your opponent's turn. And it's an optional thing, not a mandatory thing. I've seen some people reading a bit too much into these. I'm sorry, that's not the way it works. It is as simple as it is. But it's Gusting. And the thing I love about Leafeon V Star is that it's always there. Now, Umbreon has the same ability. And it's not a once per game V Star power. It's just an evolution ability. You evolve up into Umbreon and you get to use it straight away, no questions asked. The difference is, Umbreon, you need to find it. Umbreon, you've got to draw into it on the turn you need the Gusting. Just like you would have to draw into something like Boss's Orders. Now, don't get me wrong. It means rather than drawing into Boss's Orders, you can draw into Boss's Orders or Umbreon or a Pokemon search card that will fetch Umbreon, and it increases your chances massively. But Leafeon just sits on the bench, and you don't need to do anything. And unless your opponent ability locks you, which is possible, but unless your opponent does ability lock you, you literally just sit on the bench. And then whenever you need to do it, whenever you need to get the Gusting going, you just get the Gusting going. It makes everything far less dramatic, much more anticlimactic, and I don't even care, because it's kind of cool. Moving over into Glaceon then, we've got single energy, 30 damage, search for water energy and attach it. Or free energy, 130. I don't really love this one, but when I compare it to the one from Evolving Skies, I don't love that one either. I do like being able to search for a card that evolves from it and put it on, which could either be a VMAX or a V-Star, but you're still sitting in the active ready to be hit. In a Glaceon VMAX deck, where you want to be sitting in the active because you have damage prevented by every VMAX out there, that's cool. But honestly, outside of that, I have no strong preference. I don't love either of them. But Glaceon V-Star, free energy, 180, stop them retreating. The theory is you're basically 2-hit KOing anything. So if your opponent cannot switch out the active, you can get a cheeky 2-hit KO and go and take some prizes. and your opponent doesn't get to retreat in between, that's a good thing, ladies and gentlemen. That's a good thing. And then we got the V-Star Power, which is another very good V-Star Power. Free energy, 220, and prevent all damage next turn. And I've seen some people underrate this, but we've seen stuff like this before. This is a game-winning attack. Sure, your opponent can gust around it, and you've got to be a little bit careful about that. But this gets a one-hit KO on basically any Pokemon V while making you immune next turn. I mean, come on. There's an awful lot of potential here. An awful lot of potential. We have finally officially been shown a proper version of the new Lycanroc, but do remember, this is a straight reprint of the Lycanroc we've already had. This is just the same Lycanroc we got before. So, it's fine, don't get me wrong, it's cool. It's just an alternate art of an existing card, the same one we saw in Evolving Skies. So, it's fine. There's nothing particularly special about it. There's nothing great, nothing bad, it's just there. Similarly, we have seen a proper look at the new Corviknight V, but this is just an alternate art reprint of the one that came around in Battle Styles. Cool card, different artwork. I don't think there's much to choose between them. I don't have any really strong preferences artwork-wise, so it really is up to you. But the big news here is the Pikachu. Because, I mean, look, this isn't a new Pikachu, let's be clear. It's not a brand new Pikachu. We've seen it before. And if you're paying a huge amount of obsessive attention like me, you'll recognize it. And if you don't recognize it, please don't feel bad. I'd literally sit here all day, every day, doing Pokemon stuff. I should be able to spot this stuff more than most people. But it is the Pikachu V from the 100 start decks over in Japan. Brand new Pikachu V, never before seen, new attacks, all of that good stuff. And the thing is, we're expecting it to be in Brilliant Stars. And the reason is really simple, right? In Brilliant Stars, we are getting some of the cards from the 100 start deck. There aren't that many new cards in there, but there are a few. Things like Aggron V Max we know we're getting. So we just naturally assume that all of the new cards in 100 start deck are in Brilliant Stars, which incidentally is a very fair assumption to make. Except we now know it's not true for this Pikachu. And the reason we know for an absolute fact that it's not true for this Pikachu is because this Pikachu's a promo. And I suppose it's possible that they put it in both Brilliant Stars and as a promo, but that really doesn't make much sense. Let's not get too excited about it. So the question then becomes, alright, what product is this coming in? And the answer is we don't know. And I've seen a bunch of people going, well, hang on a second, we'll see Battle Academy. There's a new Battle Academy coming. We know that for a fact. That is true, incidentally. And the new Battle Academy has got a Pikachu V in there. And that is absolutely true. But we've also got to look at the Battle Academy. And we've got to look at the Pikachu V, which is in the Battle Academy. And we know for an absolute undeniable fact that the Pikachu V in the Battle Academy is not this one. It's the one from Vivid Voltage. Incidentally, we are now tripping Pikachu V. We got so many, it's frankly getting a little bit ridiculous. So we know it's not in Brilliant Stars because it's a promo, and we know it's not in the Battle Academy because we've seen which one's coming in there. And as it stands at the moment, there's nothing. And this is what's confusing to me, because we recently had revealed the Glaceon and Leafeon V Star boxes, and these images have been put in PTCG, they've been made available. Okay. And we've shown the Corviknight and Lycanroc alternate art promos. They're coming out. But again, these images have also been made available at the same time. So, how come we've got the nice images from the V-Star collections, which have been announced, and the nice images from the V-Battle decks, which have been announced, but we've then got the nice image of this Pikachu, and yet we have absolutely no idea where it's coming from. And the only logical explanation as far as I'm concerned, and please correct me in the comment section if you've got a different explanation, but as far as I'm concerned, the only logical explanation here, there is a product which either got delayed or the announcement got delayed for whatever reason. The product almost certainly hasn't been cancelled. If it got cancelled but they still put the card in PTCGO, that'd be weird. And also, right, let's be clear, we need this card. It's a brand new Pikachu V. It's mechanically unique. This is a card that we need to have so that we can put it in our decks if we so wish. So we're going to get this card. The question is where? And the answer is no idea. Absolutely no idea whatsoever. And I think in the not too distant future, this is probably going to be there. And we're going to know. We're going to be told. I think the announcement is not very far away. I am really desperately hoping they do not announce the product before I upload this video, because otherwise I have to get rid of this video and that would make me really sad because I spent time making it and I'm kind of proud of it. But as it stands at the moment, we just don't know. The Pikachu, for what it's worth, has 1 attack, 3 energy, 100 damage. You may discard all lightning to do 220. And 220 is the magic number to one-hit KO Pokémon V. So it is a genuinely viable card with a little bit of lightning acceleration. But I want to know why the images that have been made available, we've seen the products for all of them but the Pikachu. Something's going on here, and in the not too distant future, this is going to be revealed. Usually, I would imagine it's going to be part of some tin collection. But remember that tins are generally released as sets of 3. And it doesn't really make a huge amount of sense to put this one up and not the others. There would be 3 mystery images, not just 1. So something's going on here, and I, for one, am very excited to find out what. But I want to know what you think. Let's get some reckless speculation going in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCG Radio. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all that good stuff, head on over to patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can do exactly that. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.